Greetings once again. We had a hiccup with the live stream a little bit earlier. There was a hang up with the screens being viewed so you could actually take a look at the sources that I was reading from. Hopefully, we've got that resolved. So, once again, I'd like to give a good greeting to my African American brothers and sisters all over this nation of the United States of America. Today is the 4th of July, so called Independence Day. My black African ancestors were not given their independence, they were not freed, so I do not acknowledge Independence Day or celebrate Independence Day. Because of that, we were not free. So I'm using this day to do this live stream to impart some knowledge and shed some light on some new subjects, hopefully. The name of the live stream is Foods That Fight Viruses and Boost Natural Immunity. And that's what we'll be looking at today because we're in the day and age of viruses and pandemics. And the most powerful weapon that you'll have against viruses and disease is your natural immune system. Nothing is better than your natural immune system. No man made vaccine. You want to put your body in a position where it's not even impacted severely by any virus in the first place, that you can shake it off and withstand it or recover from it fairly quickly, thereby producing your own natural antibodies for future pathogens and viruses. So your body gets an opportunity to learn and understand any new viral contagions and produce its own natural immunity for future situations. So we're going to simply be taking a look at some foods that fight viruses. They're antiviral foods, and they also boost natural immunity. So the first food that we want to take a look at here today is all natural honey. It's the prospects of honey. All natural, unheated, unfiltered, and unfiltered, all natural organic honey. Let's see what it does here. In this article from Science Direct, the abstract is honey and its compounds are drawing attention as an effective natural therapy because of its ability to attenuate acute inflammation through enhancing immune response. Several studies have proved its potential healing capability against numerous chronic diseases and other conditions, including pulmonary disorders, cardiac disorders, diabetes, hypertension, autophagy dysfunction, bacterial and fungal infections. More importantly, honey has proved its virucidal effect on several enveloped viruses such as HIV. Can you shut this window for me, please? Too much noise coming in there. Excuse me. It says, more importantly, honey has proved its virucidal effect. Virucidal. That means the killing of virus. On several enveloped viruses, such as HIV, influenza, herpes simplex, varicella zoster virus. So, honey has proved its ability to kill the influenza virus, herpes simplex, and HIV on all of these enveloped viruses, such as HIV, influenza virus, herpes simplex, varicella zoster virus. Honey may also be beneficial for patients with COVID-19, something that you can buy in the store. That's not going to make pharmaceutical companies millions and billions of dollars. That's not going to put millions and billions of dollars in Bill Gates' pocket. That's not going to potentially make the NIH money off of the the research and the what do you call it, intellectual property rights, which means any scientific breakthroughs or inventions or innovations that people that work on the vaccine through Moderna may be entitled to. If the vaccine is being worked on by Anthony Fauci's team at the National Institutes of Allergies and Infectious Diseases, there are scientists that are underneath Anthony Fauci, and Anthony Fauci is involved in the research and production. They're partnered up with Moderna, which is a private pharmaceutical company. And those people that work on the vaccine or that have worked on the vaccine with Moderna are entitled to receive royalty payments. So if Anthony Fauci or any of the scientists at the NIAID, National Institutes of Allergies and Infectious Diseases, which Anthony Fauci is the director of, if he or any of his team come through with any intellectual property discoveries or inventions, they are entitled to be paid, as stated by the laws of this here land of the US of A. That's a fact. Now, the clinical trials of honey on COVID-19 patients is currently happening as we speak. They're ongoing. But it says right there, you can read it. It says honey may be beneficial for patients with COVID-19, which is caused by an envelope virus, SARS-CoV-2, by boosting the host immune system, by boosting your immune system, improving comorbid conditions, and antiviral activities. This is all the things that all natural raw honey can do. Something that you can buy in your grocery store that is fairly cheap. Why isn't Anthony Fauci promoting this? Why isn't the CDC promoting this? Why do they only promote things that make money for pharmaceutical companies? You need to ask yourself these questions. Let's go to the next. This is from the NIH, the National Institutes of Health, where Anthony Fauci works. The NIAID, the National Institute of Allergies and Infectious Diseases, is a subdivision of the NIH, the National Institutes of Health. So this information comes directly from the place that Anthony Fauci works for or works with. And this is talking about essential oils like lemon oil, eucalyptus oil. Let's take a look at a couple of the things that they have here. They have eucalyptus oil and garlic oil. These are all natural things that you can buy at a health food store that fight viruses. And this information is contained on the NIH's webpage where Anthony Fauci works. Okay? So let's take a look at this whole situation here. Coronavirus disease as of 2019 has emerged as a global health threat. We know that. Let's see where they start to speak about. Let's see. Vaccine development is actively being researched, but we already know that they've come out with the vaccine. Well, let's take a look at what they say about essential oils like garlic oil and eucalyptus oil and lemon oil. Essential oils, EOs, have long been known to have anti-inflammatory, immunomodulatory, be anti-inflammatory, because that's what they say that COVID-19 does. It causes your lungs to be inflamed and swollen and accumulate fluid. So these essential oils have long been known to have anti-inflammatory, immunomodulatory, bronchodilatory, okay, and antiviral properties. We're talking about a virus here. Here we go again with this word, antiviral properties. Okay? And they're being proposed to have activity against SARS-CoV-2 virus. The people that put this article up have SARC. That is a typo. It should be SARS. And that's why they have this area here that says this article has been corrected. If you click on that, it says right here that it should say, unfortunately, the abbreviation of severe acute respiratory syndrome, coronavirus, SARS-CoV-2, was written wrong. They have SARC instead of SARS. And they say it here, it should read SARS-CoV-2. And they say COVID-19 should be read as coronavirus disease 19. Okay, for anybody that wants to say that this information about essential oils was corrected, no, it was not corrected. The spelling and the misprints were corrected. So all of this information about natural essential oils being used as a possible treatment for SARS-CoV-2, which is COVID-19, is still all true today. Essential oils have long been known to have anti-inflammatory, immunomodulatory, bronchodilatory, and antiviral properties. And they are being proposed to have activity against SARS-CoV-2. Okay. Activities against SARS-CoV-2. All right. So they're telling you that. Let's read further. In this review of essential oils, which is EOs, in the prevention and treatment of COVID-19 is discussed in all of this information. A discussion on possible side effects associated with these essential oils, as well as anti-coronavirus claims made by essential oils manufacturers, are also highlighted. Based on the current knowledge, a chemo and herbal combination of drugs could be a more feasible and effective approach to combat this viral pandemic. Let's see what else we have here. We want to get to the conclusions. Let's see. COVID-19 has emerged as a very serious threat to global health. Unfortunately, very few medications have been clinically shown to have efficacies against SARS-CoV-2 and its inflammatory complications. Drugs having different labeled uses are currently being tried in various combinations. Okay, we know that. Essential oils have long been known to have anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, immunomodulatory, and antiviral properties, and are being proposed to have activity against SARS-CoV-2. Okay, we already read that as well. Basically, moreover, keeping in view the multiple pharmacological attributes of essential oils, a combination approach, they're talking about the combination of natural things along with the pharmaceutical drugs, but what you can do at home, because you probably don't have access to all of these pharmaceutical drugs, is you can use these natural things. They're telling you right here that they're even using these natural things to potentially combat COVID-19. And you can go through this whole thing and read the whole thing. But they're talking about eucalyptus oil and garlic oil, okay? Because these things are powerful. And they're talking about them as possible treatments for COVID-19. Preventative treatments and treatments while you have the virus, actually. They're looking at all of these kinds of things. Let's take a look at the next. Here we see an entire list of essential oils. We see orange oil, peppermint, rosemary, tea tree oil, eucalyptus oil. We just saw that on the Anthony Fauci's NIH webpage, eucalyptus oil. They don't have garlic oil here, but they have lemon oil. And we know that lemons are antiviral and antibacterial because they're high in vitamin C. And we know that vitamin C helps to boost your immune system. That's a fact. Let's take a look at this article. Here's another source here. Nature's flu remedy. What is the flu? The flu is a virus. Antiviral, anti-inflammatory. When they talked about COVID-19, they talked about inflammation, controlling inflammation, okay? And they talked about antiviral qualities of certain compounds. Antiviral meaning prohibiting the production of new virus in your body. And lemons have both qualities. They are both antiviral and anti-inflammatory. Okay, now they're talking about the flu. Now that flu season is here, most of us are searching for ways to stay healthy. For some, this means getting a flu shot. Not for me. I'm not getting the flu shot. I'm not getting the vaccine. For others, it means building an arsenal of home remedies. For many, it means a combination of both. However, sometimes it takes not more than opening your refrigerator to uncover one of the best flu fighters of all, the common lemon. And we know COVID-19 is a virus. We know lemons are antiviral. We know they speak about inflammation in the lungs when they talk about COVID-19. We know lemons are anti-inflammatory. Let's move on. Build your immunity to fight COVID. Lemon juice in warm water. Now, this article does not say lemon juice will kill the coronavirus. This article is saying that the lemon juice will help boost your overall immunity to make your immune system strong in the face of new pathogens and viruses, including the coronavirus. That's what this article is talking about. Okay? Drinking lemon water in the morning is one of the best ways to revitalize and hydrate your body. But did you know that it can also enhance your immunity? If you enhance your overall immunity, you increase your chances of not getting sick from coronavirus at all because your immune system is operating at a high functioning level. Lemons are rich in vitamin C, a natural antioxidant that improves the immune system. They've said that antioxidants work to combat viruses. This is just one more article talking about the power of lemons. Nowhere did I say lemon juice is going to kill the coronavirus. That's not what this article even says. Let's be clear on that. Let's move to the next one here. Let's talk about green tea. Green tea that you can buy at your grocery store or at the health food store. Okay? Keep in mind, we're talking about things that are affordable, that you have easy access to. Things that are not going to make pharmaceutical companies billions of dollars. And people associated, and those people associated with making the vaccine potentially rich. Things that are not going to make these people rich, but things that you can do at home and to take care of yourself. A green tea compound shows anti-SARS-CoV-2 properties in vitro. According to its long list of health benefits, new research finds antiviral activity from green tea. Antiviral activity from green tea. Antiviral activity from green tea. In a new study, one of its ingredients, epigallocatechin gallate. You see that? Epigallocatechin gallate, EGCG, blocked severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus from binding to human angiotensin converting enzyme 2, ACE2. Okay? It stopped it from binding to human angiotensin converting enzyme receptors and can subsequently prevent infection of human lung cells. Wow. This action was also observed in the SARS-CoV-2 variants of concern for the variants too. All of this new fear mongering about variants. It says the green tea, the all natural organic green tea, has got something for the variants too. Green tea is one of the most consumed beverages in many countries across Asia and in the United States also. It has high anti-inflammatory and antioxidative properties that could help reduce the risk of developing severe COVID-19 symptoms. Let's look at Anthony Fauci's website. Again, you see it up here in the upper left-hand corner. The United States National Library of Medicine, National Institutes of Health. Let's see what they say. The antiviral activity of green tea and black tea, polyphenols, and prophylaxis and treatment of COVID-19. A review. Let's see. Let's get down to the introduction. In this article, we will review the activity of phytochemicals derived from green tea and black tea. Remember, this is from the NIH, okay? Anthony Fauci works for the NIH, all right? Irrespective of the type of tea, a typical procedure for production of green tea and black tea involves 5 general processes. Initially, the leaves are withered where the moisture content in the tea leaves is minimized. Then these tea leaves are fixed by enzymatically browning them and are allowed to get oxidized by exposing to oxygen. Okay, it's talking about how you make the tea, but let's talk about what's inside the tea. Here it is again. Epigallocatechin gallate, and we talked about that in the previous source, is one of the most abundant polyphenolic catechins found in the Camellia sinensis plant, tea plant, especially in green tea. EGCG has been tested for its antiviral activity against several viruses and found to be a potential treatment option over synthetic chemical drugs. This is why they don't promote it. Let's read this again. EGCG, which is all natural, has been tested for its antiviral activity against several viruses and found to be a potential treatment option over synthetic chemical drugs. It is recognized as a multifunctional bioactive molecule exhibiting anti-tumorigenic, retarding tumor growth. That's what this is about. Anti-tumorigenic, reducing tumors, anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, antioxidant, anti-proliferative properties in addition to its antiviral effects. All of this is in tea. Theoflavins are another class of polyphenols that are found in black tea. So it's not just green tea, it's black tea. Okay, the theoflavins, the TFs, derivatives found majorly in black tea. Okay, you got theoflavin gallate, you got theoflavin 3-3 digallate. You got all of these different compounds that are found in black tea also. All of these TFs are being researched for their bioactive properties and are known for their broad spectrum of biological properties, like I just said, like anti-tumor. I just said it was about tumors a minute ago. Anti-tumor, antivirus, antiviral, anti-inflammatory, antioxidative, and antibacterial properties. Since the EGCG and the TFs are of natural sources, natural, not chemical or synthetic, like the vaccine. Since the EGCG and TFs are of natural sources and consumed regularly by a majority of the population, investigating the antiviral properties of these polyphenols against COVID-19 could be an advancement in finding a treatment to this latest pandemic. They look at these natural teas as an advancement in finding other treatments to this latest pandemic. Green tea and black tea you can buy at the store. Oh, let's take a look at garlic. I can go to ShopRite. I can go to the Fresh Grocer. I can go to Acme. All these are grocery stores and buy me some. I got some. I got some garlic on top of my refrigerator right now. Let's look at garlic. Garlic, the chemical that's in garlic, Allium sativum. Allium sativum L, a potential unique therapeutic food rich in organosulfur and flavonoid compounds to fight with COVID 19. Garlic. Coronavirus disease in 2019 is the current major health crisis in the world. We know that. Let's read this. Garlic is one of the most efficient natural antibiotics against a wide spectrum of viruses and bacteria. Organosulfur, allicin, and alline, and flavonoid, example quercetin, compounds are responsible for immunomodulatory effects of this healthy spice. The viral replication process is accelerated with the main structural protease of SARS-CoV-2. The formation of hydrogen bonds between this serine type protease and garlic bioactives in the active site regions inhibits the COVID-19 outbreak. The daily dietary intake of garlic and its derived products as an adjuvant therapy may improve side effects and toxicity of the main therapeutic drugs with reducing the used dose. So they're saying that not only does the garlic help to fight the COVID-19, it also may help. It helps because you have to take less of the synthetic chemical drug, which reduces your exposure to potential side effects. So you can use garlic in your home to help boost your immunity and fight viruses, including the coronavirus disease, COVID-19. This is what this scientific nutritional article says. Well, let's take a look at Anthony Fauci's. Let's take a look at the National Institutes of Health. See, you already saw on the previous page, they were talking about what kind of oil? What does it say? Where is it? Where is it? Garlic oil. Garlic oil has been found to be a potential treatment for COVID-19. Yes, here it is again. Let's look at Fauci's, the NIH's. Some more information about garlic. Allium sativum is a functional food. It's in garlic, okay? It is garlic. Well known for its immunomodulatory, antimicrobial, anti-inflammatory, anti-mutagenic, anti-tumor properties. And its antiviral efficiency was also demonstrated against viruses. Some constituents of this plant were found to be active against protozoan parasites. Within this context, it appears to reverse most immune system dysfunctions observed in patients with COVID-19 infection. What? You see it here? Let's see. Within this context, it appears to reverse most immune system dysfunctions observed in patients with COVID-19 infection. Garlic. The relations among immune system parameters, leptin receptor, adenosine monophosphate activated protein kinase, peroxisome proliferator activated receptor gamma have also been interpreted. Oh, a lot of scientific terminology and jargon there. But let's get to the main point of what they're trying to say. Okay? They say this suggests the possible beneficial effect of decreasing the concentration of this pro-inflammatory adipose tissue hormone in relieving some symptoms detected during COVID-19 infection. In conclusion, Allium sativum may be an acceptable preventative measure against COVID-19. Allium sativum is garlic. Infection, let's see. In conclusion, Allium sativum, which is garlic, may be an acceptable preventative measure against COVID-19 infection to boost immune system cells and to repress the production and secretion of pro-inflammatory cytokines, as well as an adipose tissue derived hormone leptin having the pro-inflammatory nature. Meaning that garlic is good in the prevention against COVID-19. There it is. You see it. It's antiviral. It fights viruses. It fights the production of new viruses in your body. It's antiviral. We're talking about garlic. Let's talk about all of these. Let's talk about how your immune system is adaptive. How your immune system can adapt. Okay? This is why I say your body's natural built-in immune system is your best defense against any virus. It is better than any vaccine. Your body's natural immune system. Why? Because your body's natural immune system can adapt and change based on the new variants that it is faced with. This is what it does. This is what it was built to do. You see, your immune system stops you from getting sick in the first place. So which one is better? To run around scrambling trying to find a cure, or trying to get a vaccine that supposedly reduces the symptoms of coronavirus if you get it, which it does not do in some cases. It does not work in some cases. The vaccine, that is. They've already said that it does not work in every case. Some people have still gotten sick after they've been vaccinated. So which is better? Building your immune system up to the point where you're able to withstand pathogens and viruses out in the wild, so that you don't even get sick at all sometimes, or if you do get sick, you get a mild or a moderate illness and your body remembers it, builds the antibodies, and you're protected the next time around. Which one is better? Your natural immunity or some man-made vaccine? Because what I'm hearing from people like Anthony Fauci, Bill Gates, who is not a doctor or a scientist or any such thing, what I'm hearing from the CDC and pharmaceutical companies, I'm hearing them tell me that the shit that they have in their needle is better than my built-in natural immune system that I was born into this earth with. This is what I'm hearing them tell me. When I have not gotten sick this whole time, no one in my family has gotten sick this whole time. Most of the people that I know that treat their bodies with respect and eat healthy and exercise, stock their diets with antiviral foods, most of them don't have any problems from any viruses. I'm just telling you, I'm stating a fact from my own personal life. Okay? These are just facts. But let's read here once again, this last article here. How a well-adapting immune system remembers. Let's see all of the authors associated with this. Louis Siegler, Institute for Integrative Genomics. Louis Siegler Institute, that's the name of the institute. Louis Siegler Institute for Integrative Genomics, Princeton University, Princeton, New Jersey. Everybody knows Princeton, very prestigious and famous university. Laboratoire de Physique des Écoles Normales Supérieures. This is in France, okay? This is a laboratory in France. It says it right here. Paris, France. David Rittenhouse Laboratories from the University of Pennsylvania. Everybody has heard of the University of Pennsylvania, very prestigious institution. The University of Pennsylvania, right here. Okay? These are the people that are involved in this information about a well adapting immune system and how it remembers. The adaptive immune system is able to protect us from a large variety of pathogens, even ones it has not seen yet. Did you hear that? You can go ahead and read the rest of this if you want. But just that sentence says it all right there. The adaptive immune system is able to protect us from a large variety of pathogens, even ones it has not seen yet, like a variant or a variation of a virus, like this one that they say is becoming a problem now that most of us have not seen yet. This researched information by all of these prestigious individuals, including Princeton and the University of Pennsylvania, and a laboratory in France, and the Initiative for Theoretical Science, the University of New York, New York. All of these places, all of these people have come to a conclusion that the adaptive immune system is able to protect us from a large variety of pathogens, even ones it has not seen yet. Oh, you can read this for yourself if you like. I just wanted to make sure you people were aware of some of the things that you can do for yourself if you do not want their vaccine. Some of the things that you can do for yourself to make sure you keep yourself healthy, which includes diet, nutrition, and exercise. Inside that nutrition includes all of those, your nutrition should include all of those antiviral foods and incorporate a healthy diet overall and exercise and getting outdoors to breathe in fresh air in a safe environment where you can take your mask off and breathe in as much free, clear oxygen as you possibly can. I like to go inside of a park and walk around, get close to a lake or a pond and some trees and some nature. This is what I like to do. That helps keep me healthy when I get inside nature. And when I get sick, I make a tea which includes all natural organic green tea, chopped garlic. I even put onion in it, fresh squeezed lemon juice, all natural, unheated, raw honey. Okay? All natural, unheated, unfiltered, raw honey, lemon juice, garlic, and green tea bags. And I make my own medicine. And I have not had any problems from the flu or any coronavirus. My heart goes out to those that have or have lost someone because of it. But I suggest you do all you can on your own to keep your body healthy, because it is not the responsibility of your doctor or your nurse. It is not their responsibility to make sure that you're healthy. It is yours. Remember, you are your first doctor. You are your first nurse. You're there on the scene because you're living inside your body. And you need to know what to do for your body to maintain the maximum health level, to make sure your health is operating at optimal levels. If you want to live for any length of time on this earth, that is. So having said that, I must bid you adieu. which basically means goodbye. And I will speak to you next time. Until then, may the peace and blessings of the great Mother and Father, creators of this universe, be with you. May Amun Ra, which is an African god, may Amun Ra and the ancestors be with you. Peace.